Hello and welcome to Friday night. As always, it's Chelsea Family BBQ. Big up Wayne in the house already. As you can see, I'm here with my good friends. Oh, look, I'm alone. Wow. Tell you what, you invite people over some barbecue and they don't even show up. Ain't that the always way, they say, oh, yeah, I can come over at this time, fire up the grill, get some nice prime cuts on, and look, all here by myself. That's all right. I understand how it is. We can roll like this. Big up my guy Wayne in the cut. Yeah. So I do have you, Wayne, and I need to you still on Instagram? Or excuse me, not Instagram, Twitter? Because I can't find you for some reason. Unless you change your name, you're not Wayne Molds anymore. That could happen. Yeah, Jose's in the house. What's going on, my guy? So yeah, we had Chelsea Legend. That's you. Okay, my guy, give me a second. I'm a little slow today. I didn't work, so when you're not working, your brain kind of slows down. There we go. All right, link sent. All right, sorry about that, guys. So we had pretty poor performance, if I do say so myself, midweek. I looked at the lineup and I was like, well, this is going to suck. Yeah, I hope Potter learns pretty quickly that you can't play three of the same players, because if you do, you're not going to create anything, and we didn't. Wayne, you there with me?
I'm here, my guy. I'm here.
All right. Yeah, Mike, I didn't get it. I haven't been on streams all week. I've been dealing with a touch of bronchitis. So, unless you just want to see me cough my head off, it wasn't a good time. Busy week at work. So my take on this week's game was you play Havertz, Mount, and Gallagher. They're the same freaking player. They do the same freaking thing. They're the same type. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it was a bit of an overkill. Even though Gag obviously did come off feeling sick,
Right.
um, it was still an overkill. And Kovacic, when he did come on, you could see the difference straight away. But God help me, I hope Havertz don't play this next game because he's just been so out of form at the moment. And there's players like Perisic who came on and did really well again. I think Boja did all right, but he put in some good balls and stuff. And if you think Havertz should have been more clinical in them positions, if he was, we could have got more, could have won the game. I would have thought. But no, you're right. You're 100% right. It was just overkill of certain players, and I don't know if he did it because he was worried about playing Perisic, but I think it was a missed opportunity there for him to start Perisic. I think it would have worked for us.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I think Pulisic was the way to go there, and I think if he would have started, we would have at least created more clear cut chances to score. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm not going to predict we would have won. Of course, you never know what's going to happen in the game. Somebody could have got a freaking red card. So you can't ever say if you played this player, you would have won, because obviously that's a little bit of a stretch. But I will say that we would have been better offensively. I don't know if Carlito. Oh, Nope, David went out. Sorry, he was backstage. Marv, you with us?
Yes, the GOAT is in. Welcome. The show has just gone up 155% because the sexy is here.
We're bringing sexy back, huh?
How you doing, Rain?
I'll try and get your name right this time. I'll try.
Yeah, I'm not quite Mav, although I am a maverick. But
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I've got the energy. I've got the, I'm the this guy on the podcast. I'm the best coach in the stream right now, and so I'm ready to go.
Shit, is it April 1 already, man? What the fuck's going on?
Look at this. My guy Carlito in the house.
Head chef there.
He's cooking. He's cooking something.
Yeah, I'm walking around like Bradley Cooper and Bert, and everybody's going, "Yes, chef. Yes, chef." How we doing, fellas?
Yeah,
doing pretty good. I was just giving a little recap of what I thought about Wednesday's Snooze Fest.
You bringing in something nice and spicy? Let's go.
We starting off hot today.
What are we talking Snooze Fest?
I thought it was good.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I didn't think we created enough.
I think we might have left it a bit late to try to go straight through the middle, but I think that in the end we were just kind of unlucky. I think. I mean, there were shots that we had that come back and just missed Aubameyang's foot. We had the chance at the end where Chukwuemeka almost scored. I think I think this is one of those games, and I expect to win. I always expect to win, but in this case, I think it's one of those games where it wasn't quite there. But I think that we played really well, and if we win on Saturday, then everything is back to great again. I would say.
Yeah, well, my take was that you started 3 of the same player.
Yeah.
Blonde Mount, and Havertz.
Blonde Mount? Who is Blonde Mount?
Conor Gallagher.
Blonde Mount.
Well, Gallagher didn't start. I mean, one of the issues with Gallagher is he doesn't progress the ball. We can't progress the ball with him there. You can only play him high up the pitch to press. Unfortunately, the systems that a high-level team's going to play, it's going to be hard to really shoehorn him into that.
Hey, Marv, who does progress the ball?
Jorginho, Kovacic,
Chucky,
Carney Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, I really like the player.
He did show quality when he came on.
He was
He's fucking great.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's gonna be something else. You can tell when you watch somebody because they just do something that pops off the screen, and you go, okay, I understand now.
Yeah, I mean, Jared, he's comfortable under speed. I mean, if you have comfort under speed, you're probably a pretty good player.
Yeah, and I'll build on that. I thought Brozius, with the lack of support he had for the majority of the time he was on the pitch, I thought he was as dangerous as somebody could be. Yeah, I didn't know he was that quick.
Oh, he's so fast, dude. I mean, imagine if it was like Sterling and Pulisic and Carney or Aubameyang, with him up there when he was having all those opportunities. Fuck, we would have had a couple goals.
I think we got to be more patient with Broja because it's first start, and I think when the play, as I say, it's always the same for me. When you show progression, then that's it. He showed progression. He played well. He created. He's quick. He pressed. There were a lot more pluses than minuses. I think having Broja and Alabama is a good mix. It's a good mix to have. There are obviously some players in the attack that maybe didn't play as well, but I mean, I wouldn't even call out Mount on this one. I think that he actually played quite well. But one thing I will say is that we are much better when we put the 2 wingers on. And when you play Pulisic, Sterling, and Aubameyang and Chukwuemeka, we were 10 times better, and that's the reality.
Because I was thinking, I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but with our problem with Reece James at the moment, obviously being now injured, on that right side, we haven't got many options. Now, it can force us into playing a formation in back 4 that can be in a hybrid to go into the back 3. And that's what I was thinking, maybe against Man United, to do that. So then you've got 2 midfielders and maybe play Mount in the middle with Pulisic and Sterling each side with Aubameyang up front.
Yeah, 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. But But I was thinking instead of Aspie, because I think we're all going to sit in and say Aspie, even though he did all right last 2 games he's played, I would have Chalobah as the right back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys would agree with me or not on that.
Well, I mean, dude, Man United is one of the fastest teams in Europe with their front three. They're fucking explosive. That's really all they have. They want you to, be lulled into a sense of, they want to lull us into a false sense of security, win the ball, and then just counter. I mean, they've been like that for years. But yeah, you cannot have Aspie back there. You play Aspie at right back, we're going to lose.
Well, I guess we'll find out if we're going to win or not by
did I make my point clear that I don't fucking like him? Good, gotcha.
We are going to win. We are going to win because Man United is the most overrated team in this league, and they are just a counter-attack team. They have nothing but that. They are just a counter team. That's it.
Marvin, they've got this major general N'Golo Kante. This guy's always watching our stream. He says Chelsea's record against Man United is 0-3-6. That holds no bearing over tomorrow. Any past performance, any history we have in Man United, it means fuck all. Tomorrow is a brand new game, brand new situation, brand new players, brand new day, brand new weather. Nothing about the past, but we have with United means anything. And has no bearing over tomorrow. None.
The most important thing is that we've got to analyze when the games were, how important they were, because 2 of those 3 losses were after we'd almost secured the title with Conte. We lost like 2-0 to 2 counterattacks. Another one of them was when we had our players fouled and the deliberate red cards ignored. Other draws have come as a result of Hudson-Odoi missing open goals. It's just a collection of luck and the games not meaning as much to Chelsea as they could, because if you compare where both of the teams were during some of these aspects of these games, we were competing at a higher level than they were. They were often playing in the Europa League or, just playing on the counter and that stuff. Now we're both in a similar position. So I think there's going to be more on it this time. And I just, they have a big problem with overrating themselves. I mean, you're looking at those players. They're just counter players. Antony might have a little bit extra about him, but Rashford sucks. Martial sucks. Ronaldo won't be playing, and he's the only reason they didn't lose to us last season.
No. Who was at fault for that goal? Come on now.
I don't remember.
I do. I do.
Aspie?
It was N'Golo Kante.
Oh, N'Golo Kante.
I just remember Ronaldo scored near the end to get it 1-1, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, Marvin, my whole point is that I just don't think the past performances against them mean anything for tomorrow. It doesn't. It's like people are always like, oh, it's Arsenal, or oh, it's Spurs, or oh, it's Brentford, or oh, it's Leeds. It's like, dude, that does not matter. And if you seriously think that your history with a club has any bearing over what the result is going to be tomorrow, then you're just a superstitious twat. That's all you are.
Fresh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had something stuck in my teeth. Fuck. Sorry.
But yeah, he's right. He's right, I think, because the fact is that our team is better than their team. If we play to the standard that we should play with all the best players on, we should be able to win the game.
For me,
go ahead, Wade. Go ahead.
So, for me, I think the only player that scares me in attack-wise is Anthony. I don't get worried about anyone else, not even the bench. Even the youngsters are not, for me. Lingard, I don't really see him as being a big threat. I think he's got pace, but not skill. But you look at, the one position what I worry about for us, and I think it will win us or lose us the game, is in the midfield. Because if Casimo has a good game, then we need to have someone that can disrupt that. And I don't see Jorginho being that mould. I will say Kante would have been the player we were relied on in that situation. But we haven't got a Kante. We haven't got that sort of player in the team. So that's what worries me a little bit. But, yeah, we should beat them. And if you look at their Brighton, they beat them first game season with, if I remember rightly, with Graham Potter. So he's replayed them. He really knows their sort of style and how Ten Hag wants to play. And Graham Potter is very intelligent in understanding how he wants the team to play against that's other managers and how their styles are, and so I think we're in good stead. I believe we're going to have enough, but there is a bit and pieces to worry about with Man United.
You know, Wayne, I actually think that, and we always do. I think we're gonna dominate possession. And I mean, I'll just share it with you right now. I mean, I think the lineup will be this is what I would do: Thiago, Koulibaly, Kepa, Chilwell, and Cucurella as the back 4+1. I would put Cucurella on the right. Ruben, Kova, Carney in the midfield. There's sort of like 2 D mids, 1 attacking mid. Sterling, Pulisic, Aubameyang up top. Now our midfield is just better. Casemiro's very slow. Like people think that he's like this certain player. He's really not. He's actually kind of a limited center mid. He was on a very good team. But yeah, I mean, but like I think that the game's going to be won or lost at our right back, because if we play Azpilicueta, and you guys may not like Jadon Sancho, you may not think Jadon Sancho is very good. I think Jadon Sancho is extremely good. I just also think that Jadon Sancho's been playing like shit. There's a difference between playing like shit and being a bad player, because those are 2 different things. He is a great player. Now, if you put Azpilicueta against Jadon Sancho, we will get fucking burned.
He will do nothing because he's not fast.
That's just not true at all.
It's true. He's not quick. He's not as quick as Rashford and Anthony and these players that actually.
Yeah, he's actually a lot quicker with the ball than those players, though, and that's the difference. I don't care about top speed. I talk about quick with the ball.
But Aspie isn't going to be troubled by those types of players. Aspie's troubled by the players that are lightning quick. You put him up against Zaha, he's going to struggle. You put him up against any player like that, he'll struggle. But against Sancho,
I don't want to find out tomorrow.
Well, I would say that, Aspie in the past, his one-on-one is not bad, and you put him up against Sancho's one-on-one is bad. I don't think that's a problem. If Man United do that, we'll be in cruise control. But they're not going to. They're going to play Rashford, and they're going to try and go quick on the counter. So I don't think Sancho is even going to start the game.
We'll see. But if we play Aspie, we're in trouble, because that's the place they'll exploit. They're not going to exploit the left side, because if it's Koulibaly and either Chilwell or Cucurella, that's just a ton of speed. There's not really a lot to exploit there. But I would just play what I'm saying, Marvin. My overarching point is that I would play Marc Cucurella at right back.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a week now. So
because I don't think it's illegal to play a left-footed player at a right-handed position, because we used to play a right-footed player at a left-footed position all the time.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that, but I just can't imagine seeing Cucurella at right back. Does that make sense?
And he can't hit the line like that. So if
we did it with Aspie all the time.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Aspie. You always brought the ball on the inside, so we won't be able to have the width if we do that. I would probably do that because he's quick enough to get up and down. But I would much prefer putting Cucurella in there than playing Aspie.
Yeah, I mean, if he starts wide when he receives the ball, then he can cut in and he gives himself more opportunity than if he receives the ball with 10 yards still to go on the width. This is why you always, when you're switching the ball, you always tell your outside player to get touch tight, right on the line, get fucking paint on your shoes, because the wider you get, the more space you have to operate, whether you want to go down the line or cut inside or bring it back. But if he receives the ball and there's space to the right of him, then that's a problem. I want him to get as wide as possible when he receives the ball, so therefore he has options.
They could bring the back post into play as well. Clips to the back post that Ziyech was supposed to be the guy about, and he just put him.
Yeah. And he'll be like inside. It'll be an inside foot facing inside the field. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Like Messi did today to assist.
Well, Jared, what it'll do is it'll make him much more dangerous in the final third. See, that's what I'm angling at. Is that it's easy to look. It's not that hard to play opposite foot as a defender. It's not. But once he gets up the field, then it becomes a major threat, because that's where you start to see, coaches playing wingers opposite foot, opposite side, right? And that's why they play him that way, because then Mark will eventually become that if he gets in an overlapping run and becomes advanced.
Right. No, and so you're saying, should you pair him on the right-hand side with Sterling or Pulisic?
Pulisic.
You don't think Sterling's better from the right?
I actually don't care.
Okay. I'm just asking.
No, but to me, it's kind of immaterial, because Sterling kind of goes all over the place. Yeah, and Pulisic goes all over the place. As long as there's structural integrity with if a winger goes from one side to the other, and the other winger goes to the other side, so they switch instead of just being overloaded with nobody on the opposite side. That's where I have a problem. But as long as there's fluidity in the switches, I'm good with that, dude.
I don't know if you guys agree with me though, because obviously he's been trying it out. I do not want to see Sterling at a right wing back or left wing back situation.
Agreed.
I want him forward up to the top because that's when he's most dangerous and he's most informed even for us. And I know he does a good job and he does work hard, but he's not effective in the way we need him to be when he's playing them positions. He needs to be more forward, and I think he'll do better with a Bangyang as well. I think they can partner up better. I think they've got both sort of same in the telepathy. I can't say the word, but
telepathy, yeah.
And they got to know each other's movements because they're quite similar in that sense.
You know, Wayne, I only saw him do it. It only lasted like 5 to 10 minutes, and then Potter's like, "All right, get out of there." You know what I mean? Because I don't think he'll do it again. Because I don't even think Sterling has a lick of defense in this game. So it's just not a smart move.
He is not Lissandro Trossard.
No, he's just not. He's not. And I respect Potter for at least trying, but if you're going to do that, you got to have a guy that can play defense like Sterling. He has no defense in him. None. So don't even fucking do it. It's a waste of time. Plus, he's better forward, so just make him more advanced. It's fine.
I think we're all in agreement here that it would be better to use both of our wingers, right?
Yes.
It would be. If we're not going to, but
surely Sterling and Pulisic equals danger for the defense. I don't understand why we're not playing them together. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Marvin, it's what I got up top, man. Sterling, Pulisic, Aubameyang. That's what I got.
It's a great three. That three means goals.
Not only that, Marvin, imagine trying to fucking defend that three. Jesus.
All good movements, all good direct players. Yeah. It's perfect. And yet we decided to go with Havertz and Mount. I don't get it.
I don't think we will, dude. I think Potter's going to go with this. If he's smart, hey Marvin, I would. You would.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. There's a 0% chance that Christian Pulisic starts tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, they need to start considering him because he was a live wire when he come on, and I've been a long proponent of him, but I don't stan players, The reason I say it is because I know that he is good. I don't need people to validate and say me. I know he is a good player.
I'm still going to validate Marvin and say that Marvin has been on this for the entire time. He has never wavered about Pulisic, not one time.
He's a very good football player, and the only problem I ever have with him is if he stays fit. In terms of his skill set, he's fantastic for me. I think he's a brilliant player, and he always delivers. You put him in his position, he will always deliver.
Yeah, he's so direct. Because I tell you, it's probably strange for me and Jess to be on the same stream, and I'm actually going to talk about Pulisic and not arguing about Hudson and Doy. But Pulisic he's so direct, and he's got not just got the final ball, he has got in his locker, but because he's so direct, he makes the players run the other direction. If you look at the Man United squad with Luke Shaw or is it Dalot?
Yeah, Dalot.
I can't see them being happy running backwards against them sort of players. And as well with Varane and Martinez in that middle, I know they're not the quickest. I don't think they're the quickest defenders. So it will be more sensible having speed up there than having someone like Havertz. So yes, he has got a bit of speed in him, but he's very lackadaisical with his running, and they're not going to be thinking, "I've got one quick." But with them, they will have to one quick.
The thing is, Vertzi is not a winger. Is the point. You can't put Vertzi on the wing, and you can't really play him as a striker. I think you would get much more from Kai Havertz if you just play him behind a couple of players more. Than
like a second striker, playing in the hole. But I mean, I would like that because it's not like there's such a common misconception about like thinking Havertz is like this bad player. I mean, he's certainly not. He's not.
He's not a hold up. He's not a hold up player. Like when
Marvin, he's never played like real striker.
And when I went on to Leicester game, like he was one of the worst players, but I don't think it's necessarily because of him. I mean, every time he's got his back to go trying to receive the ball, and the ball just bounces off him every time. It's just not his game. I think he'd be much better collecting the ball from deep or trying to connect play similar to how Mount is good. So I think that the problem is we've got two players that are kind of a fit for the same role.
Yeah.
And that role, they're both not playing in this system. This is what I think anyway. I'm not saying I'm right, but it's what I've thought recently.
I think we all agree. I mean, I think even Wayne, I mean, don't you think, Mount and Havertz, they kind of do the same thing, although they have different skill sets, but they occupy the same spaces. One thing I do want to talk about, Marvin, especially with you, is Carney Chukwuemeka. I mean, for me, I have him starting. Like, yeah. If you're good enough, you're old enough. I don't give a fuck about how old he is. That means nothing to me. Fabregas started when he was 15 years old. He's unbelievable for Arsenal. You disagree. I think he was amazing.
No, I do agree. For Arsenal, I think he was an
because he played attacking mid. He played attacking mid. Yeah, he was. That's when he was really good. But no, fuck yeah. So, but with Carney, look, Marvin, he is just different in the same way that Broja is just different. Like, these guys have an extra level of, I would say, athleticism that has comfortability with the ball. So if you have that type of speed, that type of explosivity, but you are also cool carrying the ball with that, dude, it just makes you different.
Yeah.
I gotta ask this question then, since we're talking about Carney.
Yeah.
Do we think that Ziyech is done being on the bench unless it's a cup game or?
No, I think he's done, period.
You think he's done, period? So he won't be on the bench anymore?
I don't see a reason to. It would only, if he gets injured, it would decrease his trade value.
Yeah.
I would think in January he's going to move.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
I think at the moment he's not even concentrating on Chelsea. I think he's more onto the World Cup, and so I don't know if Morocco's qualified or not. But
they did.
Yeah, they did.
So he'd be more interested in trying and getting fit for that than playing for Chelsea. And you, like we said about I can't say his name. I'll let you lot pronounce it.
Carnes. It's just Carnes. Carnes.
I think he's quite like you guys, but I don't think he's ready to start games yet. I think if we keep on bleeding him in off the bench, so we can understand who he's with first, more on the pitch. I know he's training, but it's different on that pitch, so he can understand their movements. Mm-hmm. And then maybe against like Man City in the League Cup, give him a game from the start, and then let him progress that way. I think you'll find by the end of the season, he'll be one of the main starters at Chelsea. That makes sense.
So you want him to get a good 20 minutes though tomorrow?
Yeah, he'd be one of the first substitutions I would to make a difference because he has got that quality.
Wayne, he just, dude. I mean, there wasn't really a flaw. Like, no, I'm not talking about the performance as a flaw. I'm talking about his attributes. I don't see a lot of flaws there. But
he plays he plays the same similar role as a Mount or a Havertz or Connor or Gallagher would as well.
I don't know. I mean, I think he could play wing too. Like,
what? No, they all could play multiple positions, but where he's in best is when you get him in space.
But I also think that's what Mount doesn't have, dude. Mount is not quick. Mount is not fast. Mount is not tall. Mount is not strong. But Carney is all of those things.
Sorry, but I was going to tell you, he used to play defensive midfield for England under 19s, and when we won the world under 19s, he was defensive midfielder.
Awesome.
So he can play the defensive midfield as well. So he is quite a hybrid.
That's different when you're physically better than everyone else. It's such a different game.
Which he clearly is.
He was so much physically more advanced than the players at under 19 level.
Yeah, well, I was always told he could play every position in the midfield. If you
Jared, I would say he could play every position.
We've got to give him a chance to start at some point, though, right? I mean,
Marv, again, I'm with you, man. I just don't think the minerals, and I don't think Havertz deserve to fucking start.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of them's going to be there, if not both.
I don't know. Potter's a pretty fair man, dude.
Yeah, I can't see him sticking too much if we're not delivering. I think that's where Tuchel, went wrong in the back end.
Yeah. Like Marvin, do you seriously think Potter's cool? Like he comes across as Mr. Cool guy, right? Doing pre-game interviews with Thomas Frank on the sideline with the NBCSN crew. Oh yeah. You think he's cool with the fact that we just tied Brentford? Do you think he's cool with that? I can assure you he is fucking not cool with that. Not at all. He won't show it. He is not happy that we tied. We should not have tied.
I think he's aware that we need to win games at the club, right? So I think
he's getting paid $12 million a year. He fucking better know.
I think it's. I mean, we've got to. I think, and I always stick to it. If we play with the wingers in the team, then we will win the game. And I think again in big games like this, it's going to show more. It is definitely going to show more. So let's see what happens. But I'm very curious to see what the lineup's going to be.
Well, we need to get the first goal.
Yes,
we need to come out and get the first goal and because they're going to do the sit back, hit us on the counter, and if you get them you get the first goal, then they have to chase the game. If they get the first goal, they're going to sit back even more, and then we'll be more wide open for the counter because we'll be pressing to get goal back. So I think, look, my preference would be to go offensive to start, and then you can shore up defensively with your substitutions. I like to be proactive rather than reactive in that case. That's just my style. So whatever you think your best offensive quartet, because you're going to at least have 4 attacking players on the pitch.
Yeah.
You put them on the pitch and you go get ahead. You go get your 2-goal lead, and then you can bring in as many defensive substitutions as you want. You got 5 of them. But get the lead first.
How I would play, and if you guys think this would be good, I think it should be anyway. It's a 4-2-3-1, but it can mould into 3-4 or 3-5-2. Yeah. So it'd be Kepa in goal. It'd be right back Caliber. Then it'd be Silva and Koulibaly with Chilwell on the left.
Yep.
Then it'd be in the middle Kovacic and Jorginho. Then it'd be Pulisic, Mount, and Sterling with a bang gang up front.
So no Ruben.
No Ruben. I think Ruben needs to be dropped. I don't think he had a good game against Brentford. Ooh. And I think if we need to change the formation in that midfield, and have someone to hold the ball up and to progress it and do that sort of stuff, he's good enough to do that. But I wouldn't start him. I would put him on. For me, it would be that. I think that would be the best team to put out there tomorrow. But obviously,
hey, Wayne, I do want to say one thing. You're on the stream and you say, I apologize, or if you guys want to think about it, let me tell you something, buddy. You are friends with me. You are friends with everybody on this stream. If you want to say something, you fucking say it. Don't apologize for anything, and you goddamn tell me your formation, my dude. No passivity here. This is the barbecue, baby, and I loved that formation.
Yeah, you got to bring the heat.
Yeah, by the way, Wayne, I'm going to disagree with you. I am going to go with Kova and Ruben, but I like your formation, buddy. I want more fire from you because guess what? Announcement, Wayne's going to get a new job coming up soon. I know it's private, Wayne, but I wanted to have everybody celebrate. Hey, Wayne's got a new gig.
Is that
Awesome.
Is that onlyfans.com/Wayne?
No. I just wanted to say, Wayne, I'll keep it private, but I just wanted to say this. Wayne's got a new gig, baby. Attaboy, Wayne.
Good job.
Thank you.
Nice one, bro.
Wayne didn't want it. Didn't mean to embarrass you, buddy. Just wanted to say congratulations.
I appreciate it. It's just a little job for me to get get myself back out there again and be more motivated and
nice one, bro.
Have a life again. So I'm making progress where I need to make progress. And if certain guys have helped me, obviously you 3 have been a big help. Josh, Sadiq, Matt, all you have been a massive help and got me through it. So I can't say thank you enough.
Well, Jared, aren't we here to celebrate the wins of our friends, man? We're here to celebrate you, Wayne. Yeah, buddy. Congratulations, dude.
I'm sorry. Carlito sends me pictures and wants me to put them on stream.
Yeah.
And then talks to me. I can only do one thing at a time. I'm old.
Oh, God. Marvin just reminded me that we're getting there, too. Fuck.
Yeah. I tell you, the runs get a little bit harder, Dude,
that's when I retired at 28, dude. I stopped playing at 28.
Remember, it's my birthday next weekend.
Hey.
I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 35.
Hey.
Oh, we're all
Wow.
really close. We're all really close. I'm 36.
Yeah, actually, I'm 34. I'm 34.
I tell you though, you sure feel old when you play in those 5-a-side, 6-a-side leagues back home. And I'm feeling fit, and you're playing against 18-year-olds that are like lightning fast, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, Marvin, I was 28, and this was after I had quit, because after I had stopped trying to become a professional, concussions and injuries and all that stuff, I just chose coaching instead. But I still kept playing when I was like 28, and we were playing as UVU. So my state selection was playing as UVU, which is a D1 team. Kyle Beckerman is actually the coach of that team right now. Really good team, and some winger just smoked me, and I played outside back, and I'm a fast player, and this 19-year-old motherfucker smoked me, and I was like, I am done. My knees are so toast. All right, Jared, you zoom in and you show that shit.
I think it's the agility, right? That's a problem. Like some of
No, well, part of it is I played way too much futsal in my 20s. My knees are so
did
fucked.
I did that. I had to start doing yoga at 29.
Yeah.
Is that better?
I have no cartilage anymore, so
Is that better?
yeah.
You got to make it a bit bigger, bro.
Yeah, just a little bit bigger.
Oh, this is the king on himself's team, is it?
That's exactly right. By the way, benched Midson Minerals.
I rock with this team. This is the team I would use.
Yeah. Marvin and I totally are often, when it comes to lineups, we're actually often in agreement. Just not on players itself.
I would put Koulibaly on the left and Thiago on the right, though.
I would consider swapping Pulisic and Sterling's position.
Yeah, well, no, righty lefty. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You have to care.
Well, that's the team I'd go with. I think that there's enough strength in there, and I think we would actually blow them away with this team.
Yeah.
And Major General N'Golo Kante, you have to add 10 to that last number.
Kante. It's not Kante. It's Kante.
So you're 27, just as.
Huh?
You're 27.
Yeah, add 20.
No. Yeah.
No. His birthday was 1927. Come on.
19.
Oh.
I have a daughter that's almost 27.
Oh, wow. That is brutal.
How old are you? Like 40 or something like that, right?
I'm almost 50.
Here's the funny thing about Jared, though, is that his jokes are so old that they've become new again. It's like bell bottoms. They come back into fashion retroactively.
That doesn't work for underwear.
Have you seen it?
No, joke's on you. Dude, joke's on you. I don't wear underwear, bro. I'm commando all the time.
Oh, I'm not going to say no.
Good Lord.
It's
pretty good knowing you guys when you get banned.
I'm freewheeling and dealing, my dude.
Jesus, there must be a magnifying glass near you.
I would hope so. I mean, buddy, anything to get my confidence up, Wayne.
But I was going to say, have you seen it when Justice comes on stream and he gets that book and he has to blow all the dust away because they're so old, the jokes?
Oh.
Honestly, guys, 5 ants, right? 5 ants, they rented an apartment with another 5 ants. Now they're 10 ants.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like that. Fuck, that's a good one. All right. So three tomatoes. We're walking across the street, right? Mama tomato, Papa tomato, and baby tomato.
Yeah.
And as they're watching, fuck you, Jared. God damn it.
That punchline was not as cut as what I was expecting.
No, it's from the best movie ever made, Pulp Fiction. So there you go.
Oh, well, I don't remember hearing that in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, wow. I like Shawshank.
We have hope that it'll be sold in the summertime, Barca.
Oh, which one? No, actually. So, Jared, let's be a little more structured about this. So, Simon Phillips and Macca Sport. I know Marvin does not rate one of those.
Macca fraud.
There was a couple things that were addressed, and I do want to talk about this because, let's get things back on track a little bit here. There were a couple things addressed that he highlighted. And, I mean, one of them is that Potter loves Pulisic and that Pulisic is actually set to stay.
Good. Sign a new deal.
Well, I don't know if we're there yet, but I also think that something along that line could maybe be discussed. I don't know. Maybe Potter's got something new going on. So the other one is that, well, there's a couple more. Number 2 is that Jared will like this, even though he doesn't like the vitriol that comes with it. The club is listening to Mendy offers. So they're not actually thinking about giving Mendy a new deal. They're thinking about dealing Mendy.
Yes, I have heard that.
And you did call that.
Yeah. Look, like I said, a broken clock's right twice a day. Even a dog's ass sees the sun once in a while.
How broken, Jared? How broken?
I
got 2 more because it's all about this within the context of the same thing. Don't mean to cut you off, but there are 2 more. Mateo Kovacic, my favorite footballer in the entire world. Mateo Kovacic is set for a new deal. You want to know why? Because he's fucking amazing, and fuck all of you that don't like him.
We should sell him.
I hate you, Marvin. By the way, you love Kovacic. You love Kovacic.
Of course, I'm joking. I think
he's awesome. Yeah, he's not only is he aesthetically pleasing, he's also just like a really good player that every coach that's ever coached him loves.
It's one time I will take a very small L because I didn't think that we should. When they said Real Madrid expect 40 million for Kovacic, I posted saying, "Yo, you'll be waiting a while for that."
Yeah, well, you, Alex Goldberg, Matisse Romani, and everybody else but me said that.
Wait, don't put me in their category because I did still want him to stay. But I expected the deal to be cheaper.
Yeah, but I was talking about before he even joined us on loan. Next one, Zachariah.
Wait. We didn't answer the Havertz question.
No, this is part of it.
Oh, okay.
Zachariah, obviously going back. Marvin, we are in line per Ben Jacobs. Per Ben Jacobs, who was having a conversation with me, with Mr. Sadiq, and with Mr. Batball yesterday. Said that we have told Ajax and we have told Edson Alvarez that in January we are going to buy him. So Zachariah is leaving. It wasn't a Potter guy, and that actually obviously makes sense. Ziyech looking to leave in January. Now here's the kicker. Havertz is being shopped for January as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We got to get our money back for him if we're going to sell him.
And there's only one club that's looking to really do it.
Bayern?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
Bayern.
I think it's a good
they're over there jizzing on themselves trying to get him. Because he's the German wonder kid. And
he's going to take over Muller now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's not as good as Muller, but he could be a viable replacement in that position. So
I think that's what they're angling for, Marvin.
And to the previous question, I just wanted to answer about that. I still do have hope for Havertz, but not in the current position. The other question about Aubameyang spins, Lisandro Martinez sucks. If we play the proper wingers, we will tear them apart. Believe me, we will.
Oh my God! If they start Lisandro Martinez, like, here's what I'll say: do not start Lisandro Martinez against Chelsea. I'm just telling you that right now, Eric Nienhag, because if you do, you are so fucked. You are so fucked. Don't do it. Don't do it, dude.
Well, I think if Pulisic does play on the right, then Martinez might see red tomorrow. I can see that happening.
We've got to play those. We've got to put the wingers in. I will keep beating that drum.
Yeah.
We've got to put the wingers in.
It's Marvin. I think he sees it, man. I mean, like Marvin, no one can deny what Carney, Aubameyang, and Pulisic looked like, and Sterling looked like when they were all together. Like, brother, we didn't just knock down the door. We invented a new one and knocked that one down. I mean, fuck, dude. It was relentless. And, let's be real. The handball was a handball, but that's fine. Another story.
We were unlucky not to get the win, and that's going to happen in some games. We didn't lose, so it wasn't something.
Yeah, I also wasn't. You and I, we talked about this. We weren't mad about the performance. I thought we were fine.
And we're still in the race. We win tomorrow. That's a game against the big team. We'll be, within touching distance. As long as we don't lose more ground, we'll be all right.
Yeah. All right. So Laddie Prime, let's go, Jared. Let's go.
So we got a Prime cut here.
Love Prime. We are fans of Prime here.
Prime rib. Doesn't Chilwell have a better right foot than Cucurella? I mean, I'd rather not have either of them play out of position like that. But if we're going to do that, why not Chilwell there?
Yeah, interesting.
I've never been able. I've not seen either one of them's right foot
Me neither. I've never.
extensively. So
Actually, I mean, there's really not a strong frame of reference there, Laddie Prime. Sorry, man.
but I 6 one way, half a dozen another. I think Chilwell's is more offensively gifted than Cucurella is.
Yeah, someone
think-
get FIFA on and try it out. Try a cut in and cross and see if it works, and then decide accordingly.
I'm just gonna go with Cucurella on the right because he's more crisp. He's more crisp. But Chilwell, look, I like Benchola a lot more than Marc Cucurella, but I think Marc Cucurella keeps it a lot tighter. And if he's going to be playing off foot, that's the reason that I would put Cucurella on the right. Is if he's playing off foot uncomfortably, I know that he's going to keep it tighter.
But see, for me, Cucurella is more like a midfielder, and Chilwell is more like a winger. Like, wants to take chances and be more aggressive, and Cucurella is more laid back and more possession over.
I wouldn't say he plays laid back. Just because he looks laid back doesn't mean he plays like it.
More vertical as a player, isn't he? He likes to play balls in between the lines.
Yeah, but he's also very sure of his passes. He doesn't take a whole lot of risk unless it's upfield, And Chilwell is more run at you, make a move, put the ball across. I just think that they're both, I think, equal in my eyes. They just have different styles.
I agree. By the way, I agree with you, Jared, that they're equal. I think they're both good. I think they're both good.
And because we've got that problem, we don't have any issues on the left side. Something to think about the right side for future.
This is Jared. Nope, this is going to be Jared's avenue. Jared, go ahead, buddy.
Miss Melina's in the house. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, please do. My favorite Arsenal fan, right there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Melina. Appreciate it.
Big up, Melina, always.
And baker of awesome pastries, from what I understand.
Oh, you love to hear that.
My name is Marv, not Mav. The second.
Oh no, that is Wayne's fault. But here's the thing: in all due respect, no. Hold on. In defense of Wayne, Marvin, of all the amalgamations of Marv, the GOAT, the greatest, the hero, you have used up every single fucking one of them because you've been banned 1,000,000 times.
I got banned.
It is not Wayne's fault that you get banned.
You missed. Firstly, you missed sexy _cool.
I mean, God, who could forget that time? That 2 weeks, that 2 precious weeks on Twitter. Oh my God!
I got banned for 11 hours for posting a GIF applauding. I got banned yesterday.
Marvin, you are an enfant terrible. You are an enfant terrible. Okay, you are a troublemaker.
But there's worse things to be called than Mav. That was like the GOAT nickname in the 80s with Top Gun, because that's what Goose called Maverick.
Yeah, and you know what Tom Cruise would say to Marvin right now? You stink because you get blocked more than fucking Joel Embiid. All right, here we go.
Right. No, I'm going to do a quick tell you. Can I quickly explain why I put Mav? All right.
Okay.
It's because I got told about.
Wait, I thought I explained it.
No, the truth is, I got told about his ex job he used to do because I heard he was a male stripper and that he used to be called by Mav, and that's why I did that. I'm sorry, Marvin. I had to be honest. I've got to tell the truth.
Someone just brought some fucking brisket to the table. What's up? Hey, sorry. So Jared, the conversation should be steered towards something that you brought up the other day. Now, I was joking with you, but afterwards, I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, "Fuck!" Jared just made a really good point. And this was when we were watching the Brighton game. Thank you for reminding me that Brighton was playing. Actually, it was like a Tuesday. It's so weird. Yeah. But what point did you bring up? Because the more I think about it, Jared, and it doesn't mean that he has to be guaranteed starting here when he can play other positions, right? But the point you brought up, I thought was prescient and brilliant.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
The point was because Lissandro Trossard is out of contract in the summer.
Yep.
That you make a deal for him in January and you bring him in, and he gets to play sometimes on the wing and sometimes as the right wing back for Reece James, to be the Reece James backup. And the reason that number one, he plays that kind of hybrid winger / wing back at Brighton. He plays it for the Belgian national team.
Yeah.
And the problem with having the best right back in the world, nobody wants to come in that's any good unless they're very, very young or at the end of their career, because they know they're not going to get the game time, because if Reece James is fit, he starts because he's the best in the world. So if you have somebody who can play a hybrid, both wingback / winger, then he's got two positions he can fit in, and he'd take the place of Ziyech on the bench, and that would be an easy fit.
Yeah.
For me.
And Jared, I have to say, Marvin, I don't have much to say. I'll just have to say I actually he'll be 28. I believe in December, maybe February, one of the two. But Marvin, I actually think this could be a pretty easy deal.
Yeah, I think it's what I would be concerned. I mean, someone coming. I think in the past that might have been what someone would have thought, that they're not going to get in over Reece James. But if you take a look at it now, the last couple of seasons, he barely cracks 30 games. So in this case, it's a case in point of like
he's talking about health. If he's healthy, he's not just the best right wing back or best right back. He's like one of the best players in the world.
Yeah. So I think the issue with that, do you get someone that can also play on the wing as well as swap with that position? That's my question, because in that case, you've got more positions they can play other than one.
Yeah. I think that's what Jared's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not a fan of signing backups. I don't.
No. Jared's talking about signing a utility player, such a pejorative term, but
right.
What he's talking about is if Reece James is healthy, Leandro Trossard can he could contribute in other ways.
Hey, he can be a wide winger if you want to play with a wider winger.
So
that plays in crosses.
Marvin wants us to sign high quality, and not backup. What I'm saying is that this is actually an in between, and I think that we should be okay with that.
Well, he can play on the left hand side as well.
Yes.
So if need be,
although I don't think we will need be, but you're right, Wayne. You're definitely right.
But so he can be versatile in so many different directions, and it is a smart decision because it wouldn't be costing too much money. Like if you went for Hakimi, is what you're spending money into. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it would be a smart opportunity. I think there's another player though that is on free transfer for Brighton. I want to actually bring up. So it's brought me into this. Is McAllister?
Yes, he's Marv guy. Yeah. Good.
He didn't have a very good game what you guys thought.
McAllister's good. Yeah, good player.
I like the player in terms of, I mean, we don't have a creator, do we? But I would.
Oh, that's so true. Stop. Time out.
Okay, let me.
Carney Chukwuemeka. He's a creator.
Let me get back to the wing back thing.
Fine.
I was a proponent. I'm definitely somebody that likes Trossard. I've said it for about a year. I like Trossard. I think he's a good player, and I think that the only reason that makes me apprehensive about taking Trossard is that could be another wing spot, and I do not want, and Kunku's coming, or Kunku, whatever you call him. He's coming in.
Call him Chris. Call him Chris.
So he's coming in, and then if you've got Trossard coming in as well, let's say ZX out and maybe Havertz, but we don't know. I don't want anything to block Leao.
And look, we talked about this earlier today, right? And this is something that we both want. And Marvin, I also think that he's actually more Thierry Henry than Mbappe. For height and actually also for elegance reasons.
What about Leao or Nkunku?
No, both. I want both, and we can afford both. The reason being is that the reports are now coming out. He's actually not going to fucking re-up. He's not going to re-up.
I hope so.
And well, Marvin, if he's 23 years old, they would have already re-upped him. This is him. This is his decision. He's not the type of young player that's like, oh my God, I can't believe my club that I want to play for, that I'm so grateful for receiving all this money, is going to want to re-sign me. I'm going to re-sign immediately. No. His head has been turned. And if this is his decision. But since I don't believe that he's going to re-sign, we will absolutely compensate AC Milan for this acquisition. We will absolutely give them, I don't know, 60 million in 2 players. We have to absolutely do that.
You know the player they want, right?
I do.
Which player is that?
Christian Pulisic.
No,
They ain't having.
it's Mateo Kovacic.
Oh no.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
But that's who they want. I said
It's never happening.
They can take ZX. They can take ZX and have it. To answer Ladimus'
By the way, Jared, Kovacic has basically started every game for Potter, so let's be real here, buddy.
He's there.
No, I didn't say anything. I just said they want him.
No, yeah, that's funny, and I want to fuck Marilyn Monroe, but she's dead. Here's the deal.
It could be a necrophiliac. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, Armas is still out there. No. What I think they want is they also want Mario Broya on loan. That is a non-starter for me.
I don't know. Please,
Well,
Marv, you have.
Let me answer this because my wife's come
Oh,
back.
no. Hakimi is a bum. He's not a good defender.
I'm going to have to leave after this answer, after the hour. So,
hey. Once he says his answer, Jared, bring Lad on.
yeah.
Well, he's got the link.
Yeah. So I think Hakimi is a bum completely. He's nowhere near good enough to play for Chelsea. Has anyone actually watched how bad he defends? Like, I mean, he is
he's really bad. He's really bad.
If you're complaining about people like Azpilicueta, you're going to have a field day with this guy. He gets done on the inside every time. He gets done in the air. He gets done 1v1. He doesn't use his pace to track back. All he can do is attack the final third. He can do nothing else. Nothing else at all.
Yeah, but Marvin, I only talk about Azpi within the context of him as his job as a defender, and he once was a good defender. Hakimi has never had defense in his bones, brother. I mean, there's a profound disparity between the two. You know what I'm saying?
So we need one who can do both. We need, if we're going to get right back or someone in the right wing back, we will play more than one system. So we cannot be carrying liabilities in the squad.
No, Hakimi is a non-starter. No way. No way.
No, like I said, I'd put Trossard there, or Marv's favorite, Adama Traore.
The next topic, please. Next topic.
The muscle hamster.
that is no. Next topic. No, I'm not even going to entertain it. No, next fucking topic. No.
What's the topic?
No. Adama Traore. No, he's terrible.
Yes.
No, shut up. No, enough. No, this barbecue is what is this fucking Benihana and Jared's flipping pieces of shrimp into chicks' bras? What's going on here? No. We're not.
Hey, I was pretty good at that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Adama Traore isn't good at anything besides weightlifting, which apparently he says he hasn't done. That's bullshit. He definitely has.
1v1 player in the league, by the way.
The best 1v1 player in the league.
Statistically, yes.
Better than Pulisic. Really? Yeah, Marvin, tell me what your eyes say.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's a better player than Pulisic because Pulisic has got more quality in his game. But in terms of 1v1...
Also, by the way, better than Jack Grealish, one-on-one, really?
Yeah, according to the stats, yeah.
No, but I'm talking about your eyes. I don't give a fuck about stats.
For me, Jack Grealish, I like Jack Grealish, but what he does, I don't think really fits what we are trying to do. He's good at holding the ball and kind of dragging players in and diving a lot.
Yeah, but he's
but he's got quality. He does have quality.
Okay, thank you for saying that because he's a very quality player.
Yeah, for sure. But Adama's not that type of player. If you're comparing Adama...
You're right. Adama is not a footballer. He's just a meathead.
He's just a 1v1 winger. That's the problem.
If he was good enough, the Barcelona would have kept him.
Yeah, maybe. But he's
maybe no, most definitely.
But if you don't have 1v1 quality and you need to unlock a defense, if we're talking about teams that camp in their own half and stuff like that, I think he's quite useful. But we've never been able to see that in a big team. I mean,
you're right, but then you have Rafael, and I'm like, okay, there's no comparison.
That's a difference because Leao's got a lot more quality. So there are wingers with quality, wingers with one-on-one specific skills.
Right, but you constantly accuse me of not reaching for the stars on players. And what I'm saying to you is that when you talk about Adama Traore, I'm saying that is a dumpster bin. And then I'm looking at Rafael, and I'm saying this is going to be one of the best 3 players in the world in 2 years.
The comparison is different because Leao is a winger, and Leao is going to play forward, and Leao is going to be a mainstay in the team. I'm talking about Adama Traore as a type of rotational wingback option that can give us something a little bit different.
What I'm talking about is that when Adama Traore dribbles, his entire team just watches him. They don't do a fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean, All I'm
Can I
saying,
just put my 2 cents in quickly?
Please, Wayne, please, because I'm sick of hearing Marvin talk about this guy, even though I fucking love Marvin. I love him.
I just want to finish.
All
And say he's good with 1v1, and that's it. I'm not saying we should sign him specifically.
No, we will never sign him, so get off it.
Okay, go on, Wayne.
Ever.
Go.
Also, Marvin, I love you, buddy.
Thank you. Love you too. Bro. Go on,
All
Wayne.
right, all right, see you, buddy.
I was going to say, forgot to see you later, Marv.
No, I haven't gone. I'm going to listen to you first, then I'll go.
Okay. Well, Joe for me, he is the right-sided version of Marcus Alonso. The only difference is he's good sale for baby oil. That's the truth about Traore. It's the only good thing he's got is baby oil. You can put him in. He sells
He's a
baby
terrible
oil by
player. He's
millions.
a terrible player.
We could get a good shirt deal with Johnson and Johnson though.
No. Plus, he's better than Frankie de Jong. Let's admit that.
All right, Marvin, now you're just fucking with me. I swear to so help me God, Wayne.
It's like
I
turning
will,
on a switch.
Wayne, I'm gonna jump through this computer screen and I'm gonna choke the accent out of that motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do.
The accent never
Look,
does.
look, if you want to do what you want to do in your spare time, right? If you want to choke him. I don't want to know. I don't want to see it.
He thought I was talking to my dick. Maybe I was. I don't know. Moving on.
Well,
No,
God.
I thought you were talking about BMS. I thought you was like proper into it like you two. I don't know. I step back.
I mean, Wayne, look, Wayne, I've dabbled in everything, but let's not go there. Here's, let me ask you a question. What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
Oh no, I truly want to know your opinions on McAllister because I saw he's a free transfer.
He's okay.
He come in and he's done well for Brighton. Is he good enough to come up and play for Chelsea, or is he just another player in
Wayne?
team?
I think that he's a victim of circumstance. I like McAllister. Look, I like him, but I don't love him. I mean, it's not like Chelsea, dude. Come on, we're talking about like world beaters here. Like, no, it's not. Yeah. But I do like him. Like, I do like him. But I also like a lot of players in the Premier League. Look, I like a lot of players in the Premier League, like Rafinha, that didn't want to play for Chelsea. But you know, them's the breaks.
He's been crap this year, by the way.
No shit.
I feel the same, really. I like the player a lot, but does the jump up from Brighton to Chelsea work in this case? Because, you know, I know he's pretty nice. He's a good passer. He's good at like finding spaces. But was that Graham Potter making these players better? And does he have better players at his disposal right now in the squad right now already?
Yeah. And plus,
I mean, look, I love Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I really do. I think he's a good player. I don't think that he's good enough to start for Chelsea. And therefore, if we were to buy him, we wouldn't do anything other than try to start him, and it's just not the same thing. So, you know.
Plus, he's an 8/10. How many 8/10s do we need on the team?
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a striker.
No, McAllister.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
That's who we're talking about.
No, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, is he good enough to displace guys like Mateo Kovacic, guys like Ruben Loftus-Cheek? You know, I mean, I can't see it, Wayne. I can't see it, Marv. I can't see it, Jared. So the answer,
fellas. Sorry to interrupt. I gotta go, fellas. Great to see you,
buddy.
Later on, brother.
Let's get it tomorrow. Bye, fellas.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bud. I talk to that motherfucker every single day. I love him.
No,
Whose
honestly,
mother did he fuck, though?
Huh?
Whose mother did he fuck?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, you call him a motherfucker.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, I'm sure everybody's fucked somebody's mother.
I
don't know where this conversation's going.
Hey, he opened the door. I had to walk in, my man.
And I'm the one at the door thinking, should I walk in or should I stay out?
Prime, get your fucking ass on the stream. What are you doing, Prime? Get your ass on the fucking stream. What are you doing, man? Let's go. Come on, Prime.
I'm obviously with the way Chelsea's going.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had Ben Jacobs on Worldwide Chelsea, and got a big up to you and Sadiq and everyone doing all that.
Thank you for saying that, Wayne. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
Well, we all will know that Chelsea are going in a direction now. They want a superstar in that squad. They want and like someone just brought up Neymar, and there was rumours coming out this week on the paper that he was waiting for that loan deal to come through from Chelsea because he really wanted to come here, but it didn't materialise. Obviously, we're hearing rumours about Ronaldo as well. That's getting stronger. Maybe we're going in for January, as saying. But I wanted to know your guys' opinions in what sort of player would you call the superstar player that you think will fit this team? Because obviously everyone's got their own opinions and their ideas, but I wouldn't mind to, I will call well-educated people's opinions.
Sure. Jared, go ahead.
Pardon me. I wouldn't. Sorry.
You're not pardon. I'm not the fucking Pope. that was a dad joke. Gotcha.
Yeah, you got me. I don't see us really needing anybody in attack unless somebody leaves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring Cristiano Ronaldo in. I don't think that Neymar's going anywhere. Mbappe's not going to. I watched the PSG game today. They said all that Mbappe stuff was just noise. So he's not going anywhere. So unless you're bringing Leal in or Trossard in, I don't see an attacker coming in. And Cuckoo's coming in the summertime.
Yeah.
This
I
is January.
wanted to say this though again, Jared. Please say that again because Nkunku is definitely coming. Like this.
Yeah, that's a summer signing, not a January signing.
So Wayne, I would say number one, and Jared's totally right about all this. Yeah, the Mbappe thing. I actually don't. I mean, I don't think that Mbappe knows what he wants, and I don't really care because I think he's annoying as hell. And I'm sure that he is annoying as hell for everybody that has to handle him. So I think that he can just fuck off. I don't really care. As for Rafael, Wayne, you asked for a superstar. This is the superstar. It's certainly not Neymar, who makes $1 million a week. Now, I want to repeat that. Neymar makes $1 million a week. $1 million a week. All right? And playing in England, can you imagine John McGinn getting one opportunity to hit Neymar? A player like John McGinn will break him in half. So that has nothing to do with the salary. That has everything to do with English culture and not liking players like Neymar. As for Neymar's salary, that's the reason that this will never happen. The superstar is Rafael, and it's not just a pipe dream. It's not a pipe dream. It's real. And we definitely are positioning ourselves with our relationship with AC Milan to actually make this not just a possibility, but a fucking priority, Wayne. A priority. I think that we're doing this because we already did the Nkunku thing. And the reason that we did the Nkunku thing is because we said we were going to pay more than the release clause. All these English pundits are saying, why would Chelsea do that? Why would Chelsea offer more than the release clause? Why? So we can dictate terms. So we don't have to pay the entire fee up front. So we can dictate how we're going to pay the fee and stagger it over 3 to 4 years. So we can dictate his salary. That's why we did it to all those English pundits. So why would Chelsea offer more than the release clause? Why? It's a fucking thing about trust. When you do this, you are offering a vote of confidence in the deal between the player, the selling club, and the buying club. And anybody that knows business knows that if you offer a little bit more, the deal will get done. And you do not allow anyone else to come in. That's why we fucking offered a little bit more for Nkunku, so we could control the sale.
And also we did him a solid on the Werner deal too.
Hell yeah, bro. That's the other thing, is that's the relationship part about this, is that they now owe us one. So they're now going to say, all right, so if you actually offer like $5 million more, it'll make it look like, yeah, we're doing this, this, and this, but really it's done. And guess what? It is done. With Rafael, same thing, man. We sold them Giroud and Fikayo Tomori, and in return, they won the league. They won the league. So with this Rafael thing where he may not re-sign, we're now going to say, all right, we can give you maybe 1 or 2 players, maybe a loan player as well. plus, I don't know, 50, 60 mil. We know he's not going to resign, but it's okay in good faith. And for future relationships, we're going to do this for you. You're going to do this for us. And they're going to do this for us.
A key player that we lent to AC Milan, Bakayoko. He's still there.
Ah, it's brutal. That's brutal.
But no, if it's Todd Bowley and the group see Rafael Leao being the star boy, the player they want all the pictures of Chelsea and to make us go into a more global sensation than we really are, then yeah, I'm all for it. Young player, he has got potential. Like I said last time, I'm not sure if he can work in the Premier League. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But I look at it as like, because obviously there's been a lot of names going around, but I look at it as I don't want another attacker. All we do is go for attacking for a superstar. Why can't we get a superstar midfielder or a superstar defender that we need to be the face? Because that's what we need right now. If that makes sense.
We got three. Well, two, you could say one up and coming superstar in Fofana. Koulibaly is a recognized superstar at center back. Cucurella is an up and coming.
He said midfield.
He said defenders too.
Okay, so I'll give you this right now.
And in the midfield, we're going to do that as well.
So Edson Alvarez. So I get the pleasure living in America of seeing a lot of Mexico games. You know, I go to a lot of Mexican bars. Most of the people that are my friends, they're not white. Most of my friends are brown and different shades of brown, whether it's Mexican, Central American, Brazilian, all those types. Most of my friends are that. So we go to those types of bars. And in those types of bars, Mexico's always playing. And on top of that, I've watched Ajax. I know who else Edson Alvarez is. And Edson Alvarez is fabulous. And so there is no problems there with us signing him in January. No problems at all.
But so is he a superstar, though? That's what I'm trying to say.
Rodri was not a superstar until he became a Man City player. Once he became a Man City player, he was the best defensive midfielder in the world, and he still is to this day. Edson Alvarez is not a superstar until he comes to a superstar club. Once he does that, he's surrounded by the players around him. He will become a superstar. This is a very, very, very good player. I would not put my name, my reputation, and how much I respect myself and my opinions on this if I didn't fucking believe it. I do believe it, and I do know that Edson Alvarez is a very good player. This will work, 100%. The other D-mid that we're going to bring in, because I do think we need to bring in two D-mids, because we're going to be losing two D-mids. We're going to be losing N'Golo Kante. We're going to be losing Jorginho. The other one we're going to bring in that I don't know yet, because I haven't seen him play enough, so I cannot speak on it definitively. But this guy is Moises Caicedo. Yeah.
Yeah, he's more of an N'Golo Kante mold.
I haven't seen him enough, Jared. I can't. I've seen Edson Alvarez play a ton of times. I can't say the same about Caicedo because I just don't know. I'm not gonna like fake it and say, "Oh, I've seen him a ton." I haven't. But Alvarez, Wayne, I'm telling you, he's fucking good, man.
Apparently, Josh wants a bowl of white balls.
He wants arroz. He wants Senor Arroz. He wants it nice and spicy.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I was just being an ass.
Oh, no.
What is this HM on about, by the way?
My reputation is already non-existent, bruv. You have no idea who I am, and you have no idea the deals that I've done in the last 2 to, 48 hours. Go fuck yourself, dickhead. You have no idea who I am. Don't you talk shit. Don't you talk shit about me when you don't know who I am. Not even close.
I was going to say, when I read that, I was like, what the F?
Sorry, Wayne. I'm already swearing way too much tonight, man. I apologize for being a little.
Hey, my swear jar's getting filled up though. That's good.
I owe you probably $1,000, and if that's 1,000, it means I've said the F word 1,000 times. My apologies.
The FCC is coming for me,
mate. I love the education on the swear words. You give me all the education on it.
Now, HM, you do not know me. Do not speak of things you do not know. You have no idea. What has happened within the last couple of weeks? No idea. So shut your mouth.
No, he isn't the referee, by the way. It's Stuart Atwell is the referee tomorrow.
Is it Stuart Atwell?
Yeah, not Anthony Taylor. That's what I've read
That's
the
fine.
other day.
I don't mind Stuart Atwell. I don't mind him. I didn't say he was good. I said I don't mind him.
No, he's at least he's not. And Taylor's gonna let Maguire kick one of our players in the and
Nuts.
get away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. I
it
don't
is what
care.
it is.
Hey, look. If you play well enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you like?
Why you gotta harsh my mellow, dude?
What's that from, though? Do people know what that's from?
Oh,
You harsher my mellow, bro. Why you gotta harsh my mellow, bro? Come on,
Oh.
Wayne.
I remember it. But I can't remember. Like, I can't remember the name, but I can visualize it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually been in several movies.
It has. It has. Come on, Wayne.
The one that he keeps on remind me of is How High.
Good movie. Not The Origin.
Can't remember. You have to
My
educate me.
mellow. You left my O. What happened to my O, dude? I just have to be Mel.
So here's what it is, and this is actually a newer movie, but it's a movie that I saw in college. It's Woody Harrelson in the movie Surfer Dude.
Dude,
you just oh, it's awesome. I actually bought it, even though it's terrible, but it's awesome. It's like, dude,
I've never seen the film.
Dude, you harsh my morning mellow, bro.
Oh no.
I'm just watching. I do like my old films, but I like it with John Wayne and Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
You're going way back then.
I mean, Jared was only in college then, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I love the Rat Pack, and I'm a massive fan of the Rat Pack.
Hey, Jared, Josh has got all this time to comment. I mean, why isn't he sitting in the league? Josh, get your ass on here.
He's got.
No. I got 15 minutes left of me. Josh, get your ass on here. Let's go. All right, Jared, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
So I got the question for you and for Wayne. Other people have asserted that Raheem Sterling is a little concerning. Me, I have no concerns. Marvin and Josh thought that there was going to be some issues there. Are there any issues there?
Raheem Sterling is what Raheem Sterling is. He's a streak player. When he gets on a roll, he can score a bundle of goals. When he's in a bad patch, you kind of go, dude, where you at? So if you've seen Raheem Sterling play, he'll have games where you're like, this guy's the best in the world. And games where you're like, what the hell? And you've seen both of those types of games this year, where he's been really good and he's been really bad. Like I said, if you've not watched the player, then if you had watched the player, this should not be a surprise to you. He is not. I mean, he's not a 1-for-1 guy, as in you get him the ball one time, he's going to put it in the back of the net. That's not who he is. So for me, it is what it is. I don't know what people are expecting from him. He's not going to be the guy that is going to be a killer. You get him the ball one time, he's going to put it in the back of the net. It's not. That's Aubameyang's job. I don't know what to tell people.
Can I have my opinion now? I was waiting for you to finish, Justice.
No. I'm done, dude.
I'm not worried about Sterling. I think he's been played out of position some games at the moment, and it's fortunately it's affected his form. But he is a streaky player. When he's on fire, and you've got a good deal. But he does have bad games, and he does go missing sometimes. But it's not. I shouldn't get worried. He's not a Hazard. He's not a player that's going to win us games consistently on his own every game, and fans need to realise that we haven't got Hazard ever again. So we've got to be respectful of who the player is, and like Jessica said, if you've watched him before for England or you've watched him for Man City or Liverpool, he's always been a streaky player. He's never been a consistent games after games after games, giving you 10 out of 10 performances. So so I'm not worried. I think there's too much going negativity around the Chelsea at the moment. I think we all should lay back and enjoy the ride. The Potter train is definitely starting, and I think if you look at the quality of the players now getting opportunities, and you look at Kepa, for him, say a year ago, would we ever have said Kepa had done 2 amazing games in a row, keeping us clean sheets?
Wait, is this just more along the lines of a story about just someone that lost a little bit of confidence, man? I mean, sometimes it happens, bro.
I think it does happen like that, but I think as well, there's always a certain manager that certain players get an affinity for, and I think that's what's happened with Kepa. I think Potter's come in, he's probably said something to Kepa that's clicked, and Kepa's like, well, I've got belief in this manager. This manager believes in me. I'm going to show that back now on that field and show what that manager's done for me. And I think that's what's happening right now. I think the same with Pulisic. I think if you notice, Pulisic for some reason didn't work on Tuchel, but the bit of performances he's had on the Potter, he's looked very impressive. So I think that's what happens. I think you do have the players who play consistently well for any manager, but you do have them sort of players that get that affinity for managers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, and very well put. Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah. Hey, hold on a second.
Yes.
We're surfing. What's going on?
Guess who just invited him? Yeah.
No, I know Jess did. Sorry about that. I was on like back-to-back streams.
No. So what I did was I told Andrew that he betrayed the barbecue.
I won't ever. I won't ever say that. You're a streaming demon. I understand.
Oh, you also just stole. You stole streaming demon is mine. Andrew, welcome to the stream, buddy. We only got about 15 minutes left, but we definitely needed you, bud.
Yeah. What do you need?
Oh, so here's my question: If
somebody that makes sense.
Hello, Wayne.
Oh, fuck off, Jared.
Andrew.
So I gotta ask you. So Jared, actually, no, Andrew. What I want to ask you about is Carney Chukwuemeka. I find him to be fabulous, and sometimes you need a whole season to assess a player. Sometimes you need a couple touches. Maybe that's the coach in me, but I did see stuff that was unique and stuff that, considering his size, I see just such quality. I do really want to throw him out there tomorrow. Andrew, what say you?
I know he won't. We all know he won't, right? So let's just get that out of the way.
Okay, but he'll get 20. He'll get 20. He'll get 20.
I can see the appeal if we play three in midfield. I can see the appeal. Obviously not with the wing backs and the two. He's not, and I don't feel he's like a wide player or anything like that.
Andrew, this is within the context of a 4-3-3.
Yeah. I listen. I think it will have to happen sometime this season, whether it's before the World Cup or after the World Cup. I mean, I think he needs to always be at least on the subs bench.
Yes,
as an option, because whatever they carry or whatever they say about carries or dribbles are the same thing to me. But you know what I mean? When there's people say, "Oh, he carries the ball, he dribbles," it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
He progresses the ball very well. He's got energy to burn. I thought, decision making comes with age, because if he was a bit more experienced, he should have really passed that ball across the box in the second half. But
by the way, Andrew, same with Broya. Same with
Broya. But that's with youth, right, and experience.
Yeah, but getting themselves into those positions is the hard part. That's the hard part. That's the skilled part.
Well, if you notice that one, the ball, it wasn't a pass given to him. The ball, it was a bad pass, but it went through like the defender's legs.
Yes.
But he anticipated that, went on and should have passed. But at least he got into that position to do so.
Yeah.
I think it's an exciting signing, it's an exciting talent. I think that's why Everyone, what about Zakaria? I'm no way putting Zakaria ahead of Chukwuemeka. It's just not happening. He's our player. He's not a lone player.
No, he's our player. We paid money for him.
That's what I mean. I'd rather see him get the minutes than, unfortunately, Zakaria, whatever you want to say. I'd rather see him get the minutes that are going to go than anyone else. He's exciting, man. You know, he's definitely got something on him. If you want to be brave and bold, put him in tomorrow. I mean,
no, I see. So it's. I want to talk about this in terms of like the translation from Tuchel to Potter. Yeah. Tuchel, obviously, Zakaria was responsible for, coming to Chelsea. That was Tuchel, right? That wasn't Potter. That was Tuchel. Right. But Tuchel and I guess Bowl and everybody else at Chelsea wanted Carney as well. But the translation from that regime to this regime, which is a very different regime, I'm not talking about ownership, but I'm talking about the team and the manager and his staff. Carney has translated, and I feel like Potter, unless he is blind, he saw what we saw. He saw what we saw on Wednesday. And I am not like a hyperbolic guy when it comes to player assessment. I'm not, because I used to do this. But I'll tell you fucking what, man. I saw some things that he did that other players on our team could not do and are not capable of doing.
I agree. He does. He's different.
He is different, Andrew. He is different.
The only one that comes close is maybe Loftus-Cheek.
It's Ruben. Yeah, it's Ruben. Yeah. But this player is even bigger than Loftus in terms of like size. Like, he's bigger.
I was going to say, do you think Potter could use him like Potter used Basuma?
Well, I'd like to see him better. You want to start his career up front, and then move if you need to move him back, because if you're the last guy, mistakes count. If you're doing those mistakes in the final third, you get away with them.
Yeah, there's different degrees of mistakes, just like Jared said. Like, it depends on the context of the position in the field.
Let me just say this right to Mo in the chat.
Sure.
You may think I'm harsh on Havertz, and he won us the Champions League. But I was harsh on Didier Drogba, and he won us the Champions League. I was harsh on Peter Cech, and he won us the Champions League. You know what? I'm grateful he won the Champions League, but I can still criticise him if I want. We're 18 months later, so let's be sensible. Let's be grown up about it. I'm not going to call him shit, because I think that's
well, he's also not shit, Andrew.
No, but I won't call him shit. I'll criticise how he's playing right now. Do I want him to succeed? Absolutely, I want him to succeed. It helps my team. I don't want anyone to fail. Do you know what I mean?
Also, this is football, man. This is also a community. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. This is a sport that is the most important sport in the world. We all love it. We all love it for a reason. So it's not like we're fucking begging people to fail. Outside of maybe no. I'm sorry. I want Harry Maguire to fail. Outside of that.
Yeah. I mean, is that
in Barcelona overall?
All right, so Andrew,
that's going to happen, by the way.
Oh, by the way, that's self-imposed, Andrew. That's self-imposed.
Yeah.
All right, so go on, Andrew. Andrew was going to have a great
garden sale. That we're going to pick up the Youngman at a cheap price.
That's what I'm saying, Andrew. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Yes. All right, go on, Andrew. What you got?
No, I don't know how you guys. I'm sorry I missed it. I don't know how you guys feel about the game tomorrow. I feel it's got I'm sorry to say, I feel it's got like a 1-1 draw written all over this game tomorrow. The way it's like, I mean, or it's the odd goal in 3 or something like that. But I was like, I don't fear this team though. That's the thing. I don't fear United, so it's gonna be very, very strange.
We just haven't played very well against them, you know. Oh, no, Lewis! No, Lewis. No, let me address this, because I love Lewis. And I've said this to Andrew. Andrew and I have been on streams that are not this one, but Lewis, you're the best, man. I've seen you since the Louis Beneventi days with 100% Chelsea. But I have to say this one thing. Your boy, Johnny Minerals, you should have given him a juice box today, because he was low energy, man, low blood sugar. This shit he's saying about Mason Mount, it's so hyperbolic to the point of a joke. He is almost too stupid to insult. I can't handle this shit. Because you've told me he's not trolling. You've told me that he's sincere about this shit. And therefore, I have to say, What the fuck, buddy? What the fuck? Although, also, shout out to Lewis. He's the balls. I love Lewis.
Yeah, I'm not going to address any fellow YouTubers out there. We're not going to do that.
Oh, no. I like Lewis, but Johnny Minerals, so help me Christ with this Mason Mount shtick. Because since it's not a shtick, that's where I'm like, oh my God. He would give an aspirin a headache, and I'd need to set myself on fire because I just can't handle this motherfucker anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Well,
he said it. He just said it. He's serious. Oh my God. Lewis, you're too inviting of opinions that are so tertiary that they're not on the elemental charts.
So this is how you start something, Ryan. This is how you start something. If Mason Mount is the best player on the team, the glue, the minerals, everything Chelsea is, then he was the one that got Tuchel sacked. And he didn't have purpose because he paid like shit.
By the way,
that's how you start some beef, brother.
No, I don't start beef on it. No, because I don't start beef on a disingenuous front. I just have to say that Mason Mount is an average player. And Johnny Minerals, who, by the way, uses Just for Men gel to dye his fucking mustache, which is as white as snow, and he dyes it to look black. This fucking guy is so weird. He should not exist. He should not exist. Unbelievable. Like, I'm so baffled. Like, I need to go do a 30-yard sprint in a 20-yard jump. Like, this is just fucking insane. This guy. All right. Anyways, I derailed the chat. My bad.
No, that's good. It's just
no. I just
like I'm saying. Like it's just
Hey, Lewis was.
I like. Again,
by the way, side note, I fucking love Lewis. By the way, Lewis, I'll be on Sunday. I'll be the one asking the first question.
Yeah. So Sunday, what's happening Sunday?
He does his call-in show. He's very good at it. Guy with the smooth face. He's fucking great. I love Lewis.
Call-in show. I never got invited.
Well, that's your problem.
That's
your problem.
You got an open invitation, man. You don't need to do.
Hey, Andrew, I was going to ask you, why doesn't Marshall have a Twitter account? Just not his thing.
I just don't think he likes it. That's all.
He's like,
he's got.
He's like a normal. He's like a really normal human being.
He's got an Instagram one. So
yeah.
But
IC3 Agenda. I don't know what that shit is. I don't fucking care about that.
Oh, okay. You just done the review on Sunday. Yeah. Sorry, I've been under the weather.
No. Lewis is like intentionally discluded Jared. Make him think that that's the way it is. All right, Andrew. Last question I got for you, buddy.
Yeah.
We can't start as Bogueto, right? Like we can't do that. We can't do that.
I would take the chance and start Chilwell or Cucurella on that side if we're playing a back three. That's what I would do. I'd move Ruben back into the centre if we're playing two.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would take the chance. I would just take the chance for this game. You don't need to, because I think we got Salzburg and then Brighton afterwards, right? So after those two games. So I'll take the chance. I wouldn't take the chance in a 4 to play him either. No matter what you think about Sancho or Doi. It's like I just wouldn't risk it. That's all. I just would not risk it. I'm sorry. I thought he's done pretty okay to good in the last few games. But that's when when he plays a few games, you then overplay him and you see the results of that. Do you know what I mean?
Andrew, if we play all off this cheek, you can see fast guys because United is relying on speed. They're counter-attacking team. They have been for a couple of years. If we play as speed, they're gonna fucking exploit it.
There's only so many times you can dance with the devil until the devil gets your soul.
Right, buddy.
Exactly.
The devil will come for us, no doubt.
Yeah.
Which is why I play Cucurella or Chua on that side.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much, Andrew.
Hey,
Thank
I've
you
been on
so
that
much.
train for a while as well. Everybody's coming around to my way of thinking.
Dude,
he's not got. Oh, he has to come back on his foot. We do that in so many other positions. Why are we worried about
Andrew? Full disclosure, not even joking. I was offered a pro contract as a right-footed player playing left back.
Yeah.
Right-footed player playing left back. It's not fucking illegal. By the way, I didn't take it. I had too many brain injuries, too many concussions. Couldn't take the contract, but I'll tell you right now, as someone that actually did it.
Oh, at least that explains it.
Shut up. The brain heals, asshole. By the way, I may have been even smarter back then. My point is that it's not illegal to play someone on his opposite foot because we do it with wingers all the time. Why can't we do it with outside backs? Dude, it's not that big of a deal. It's not.
Ivan Perisic is right-footed.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's the right move. I'm not disagreeing with your opinions. I'm not sitting and saying you're wrong. I just can't see it being a positive move. Like I said, I know what I would like. I would like Chalobah being the right back and play 4, and then turn it into a back 3 progressively. I think that could work for us. But I do understand why you went that way, because obviously with Aspilicueta and Loftus-Cheek just not working on that right side for us right now. I think he could even put Perisic there if he wanted to. He could do a lot of different options, but I think it'd be interesting if he does go for it and be ballsy and go for the option like that. I think it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah,
but is Potter that sort of manager? I'm not sure.
I think he was balls enough to be noticed enough to get the job. I think that he's got some balls. Yeah.
And I don't think Chalobah. Yeah, I think you're again dancing with the devil. You put Chalobah in that much space and ask him to cover Rashford.
I mean, Jared, you watch it, man. You see how many times Chalobah. Like, look, last game, people don't talk about this, maybe because they don't watch it. I watch off the ball, not on the ball. But that's the coach in me. You have to watch off the ball instead of on the ball. Chalobah would run himself in front of his 2 other center backs. He would run himself in front of them by 15 yards. He's the central center back. What is he doing that? Do you realize how vulnerable that makes the entire team? And he did that multiple times while we were under duress. And I saw this, and I texted Marvin immediately. I was like, did you fucking see that? Did you fucking see that? Did you see that Chalobah ran in front of his 2 other center backs, 15 yards? But he does it. He does it, dude. He's ball watching, and he gets magnetized to the ball, and he just chases it, and he runs himself out of position, and that is bad defense. That is bad structural integrity as the central center back to do that. You cannot do that. You cannot be trusted if you do that. I'm sorry if everybody else didn't see that, but I do, because I've earned the right to see that type of stuff, and I did see it, and God damn it, it's not okay. It's not okay.
You know, you sounded like you were scolding a dog when you said, "It's bad. It's bad."
Hey, Jared, it is bad because he's been caught on this before, and eventually we're going to lose a game. We're going to lose a game because he is so attracted to the ball instead of his positioning, and that is naivete.
Well, Cleo, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have we stopped you in your BSM situation? Because if we have, I don't want to disturb you in your little layer, okay?
So it's BDSM. And so you next time, if you're going to do the joke, you got to get it right. The acronym's got to hit, baby. It's got to be BDSM. BSM is like, I don't even know.
Big sexy mama.
Yeah, I mean, big sexy mama.
Oh, damn. Tried.
Wait. It was good, but it's BDSM. And I dabble.
And he would know. And Carlito would know.
Buddy, that was my 20s. Come on.
Hey, Wayne, fancy you woke up today thinking you were going to be scolded for not telling a BDSM joke properly.
Let me tell you something, man. There is nothing wrong with a good spanking and a well-placed thumb. I will say that.
Pause.
On that note.
What type of barbecue is this, man?
I think that's a good place as any to stock
Hey,
it.
you want it nice and spicy? Well, I gave you all the spice, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Hey.
Oh, Jared, did I make you feel uncomfortable yet?
No,
There you go, buddy.
we all know that little boy Blue. He needed the money.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta, I'm working my way through my first master's degree. Fucking why not?
There you go. Well, we're gonna bring it to the end. That's gonna be all for us tonight. Apparently, people got some activities they need to take care of. So,
Andrew, thanks so much for joining late, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, guys.
Thanks for
Andrew. No, Andrew, you're the best, buddy. Anytime, man. Seriously.
Hey,
Wayne.
I like your Ben Jacobs stuff earlier this week. So.
Oh no, he was. Thank you for saying that. We're actually really proud of it. It was.
That's a get, man. It's a good get.
No, well, it wasn't just a get, dude. It's going to be a regular thing. I talked with Ben about it afterwards, and no, dude, he will do it. Nice. If we ask. So he'll come on during, heavy speculation months. Obviously, there's always those, but transfer windows and all that stuff. No, he will definitely be part of it. You're obviously, Andrew. You're welcome to join whenever you want to.
I appreciate that.
No, absolutely. Well, no. You always invite me to stuff, but you're so well spoken that, when it's time to be appropriate, it's time to be. We always have fun here, but no, seriously. If you want to be a part of it, DM me and let me know because I will definitely invite you. But no, I just want to say promoting this because Wayne is part of this as well, and Jared often contributes to this as well. Worldwide Chelsea is expanding. I am going to be a major role in Worldwide Chelsea. I will allow Sadiq to do the formal announcement and all that jazz, but we're definitely going to be more ambitious as a company. We're definitely going to be looking for, bigger fish, the Moby Dicks in journalism, in decision makers. I'm not really terribly interested in getting players on, but more so the people that know. And Ben Jacobs on yesterday was incredibly informative, and I am super grateful that he enjoyed it enough to say he wanted to do a lot more. So that's my little plug for Worldwide Chelsea, but it was one that I'm extremely grateful of, and I'm proud that we did it.
Big up Sadiq. Hope he's doing well.
He's the best. I fucking love Sadiq, man.
Well, ain't that something? We won't tie that in with the earlier conversation. We'll leave that as his own.
By
the way, I don't have to do that to get on the stream, do I? I'm just asking.
Yeah, you do.
No.
No.
You are grandfathered in.
You get to choose thumb or finger.
Hang on. You didn't do that for me, Cleo. You said I do a lot of things for you.
I mean, my man. I'm a discerning person, and sometimes I just got to make a decision. Hey, Andrew. Right. No, all jokes aside, yeah, Andrew. Let me know if you're available, man, and I'll let you know about the next time Ben wants to come on. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool, man. Cool.
All right, to everybody that joined us, from everybody that was on the panel, thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you back after the match when Chelsea absolutely snapped Man United in half.
Hopefully.
We'll come here and talk about it.
We'll see.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
We'll see.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, do that too.
Like the video.
Like the video.